Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of our little podcast dealio we're doing here at Vulgar Display Gaming. I'm Shane,
I'm Javi.
and we kick a little bit of ass sometimes.
I say so. Yeah,
I'd
most
say
of the time. And unless you're dying in Mario, then maybe not.
So what's going on, dude? How's your week been?
It's been pretty sick. Just came back from watching the new Studio Ghibli movie, and then Godzilla finally. I was able to catch that.
See, it was great.
Thankfully.
It was great, wasn't it?
Man, dude, I'm not a movie person, but like, there's been so many good movies, and like that one's definitely up there this year.
It's a fucking awesome movie. How was the new Studio Ghibli movie?
It was surprisingly pretty dark. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Princess Mononoke, if you saw that one.
It's the one with the wolf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah,
think
pretty
I-
disturbing shit. But like the dub cast was cool. We got Mark Hamill, Robert Pattinson, a couple of other like pretty good celebrities,
Yeah,
and
so
their
they had
voice
some-
acting was on pretty good. So
Yeah, it seems like it
Yeah.
had a pretty good American cast.
yeah,
The dubbed version, so that's cool. And then again, how'd you like here? Like maybe we'll get in a little bit of spoilers. 'Cause I didn't watch the new Studio Ghibli movie. I want to. What's it called again? Blue Heron? A Blue
the
Heron?
Boy and the Heron.
Boy and the Heron. So is it?
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. Is it a boy with a bird? Is a bird involved?
Yeah,
in
the
movie?
bird is involved. Yeah,
He's hanging out with the bird.
there's a lot of birds in this one.
Do they go on adventures with the birds?
Some of them, yeah.
They're not bad. Are they bad birds?
There's some bad birds, yeah.
Some bad birds. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
a-
kind of weird. You kind of have to see it to believe it, kind of thing. Without going into too much like spoilers.
So it's a
But,
bad bird movie.
It's a good and bad bird movie.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So,
Mhm.
and then maybe a little bit of spoilers here because now we can actually discuss Godzilla. What did you think about Godzilla?
It was awesome. As a guy who's watched not every Japanese Godzilla, but most of them, that one definitely ranks up there. Especially from today's standards. Not only did it look good, they still managed to somehow keep the funny cheesiness that Godzilla movies have, and it was like surprisingly really emotional too. Like the emotional beats on this were. They got me choked up in a couple of scenes.
They did the humans right in this one, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they fit great into the story. They gave more depth to how well, it's again a little bit of spoilers here. It follows a former kamikaze pilot, and he didn't want to be a kamikaze, and he's just dealing with that. And
Yeah, he abandoned his duty.
He
so
abandoned his duty. He blames himself for losing a bunch of his fellow soldiers on an island when Godzilla came and fucked everybody up, and he didn't want to shoot the. I mean, he wouldn't have done shit.
Not that he didn't want to shoot, is that he was literally frozen in fear.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
Yeah.
Even juvenile Godzilla was fucking huge. You know?
I mean, just think about it, like from his perspective. So
I would have been
you
like,
already have
we're running. What the fuck?
you already have a preconception of like lizards, right? Lizards
Yeah.
are very small, and then the biggest lizard is Komodo dragon, right?
It was a fucking
you see something
dinosaur.
like
You
that?
see a
Yeah,
fucking
that's a
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
You're running.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm
Yeah.
not shooting that thing. What's this gonna do against that? We're fucking leaving. Let's get the
I
fuck
would
out.
have stayed in the trenches. These motherfuckers are crazy.
Who they start shooting? Like, why would you start shooting at fucking Godzilla?
But yeah, like the emotional beats. I watched a lot of stuff that was like pretty emotional this year, aside from movies, a lot of TV shows like that. But this one, oh man,
Yeah,
I
but-
actually really did choke up. I choked up several
I
times.
mean, it was sad when he was, like trying to. Well, I don't want to. Like, all right. Let's go back to, he helped the lady and the baby that wasn't hers, and then she was just trying to save that child because their parents died in the Tokyo bombings and everything.
yeah,
and
so
then
when
it's
they,
like
they
he-
became a little family.
Yeah, they became a little family, and then he was doing all good. And like even the lady that said, "You disgraced us by not fucking being a kamikaze. Like, how are you even here?" She even warmed up to him and was cool at the end. But just the way they did Godzilla. He's just doing Godzilla things. The traditional music playing.
Oh,
He's
dude,
like, that was so
good.
awesome. That was so awesome.
Sick.
And did you not see that the Jaws references there when he was just slow? Like that would be fucking terrifying. Like that Godzilla looked really good. It was the old era of Godzilla. And
You made him more barnacle-y kind of thing.
yeah, wait 1 second. Let me see. What was that era of Godzilla? 19 era of Godzilla. Because I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
That was the... I forget, but it's the old 1950s Godzilla. I'll probably pull it up here. That era of Godzilla was something I forgot. Anyway, just the way that the director was inspired by Jaws, and there was a lot of Jaws-esque scenes of Godzilla swimming around, just like, it's terrifying. And they were like on the boat trying to run away from him, and you just see him like open with his mouth coming towards them, and they were dropping like the sea mines, the anti-ship mines, and trying to shoot it in his fucking mouth. They get him, but it didn't do much damage because he fucking regenerates so fast. This Godzilla regenerates like fucking fast.
Yeah.
But
even when they sunk him down and then brought him up and all that pressure damage, he was still able to fix himself. Yeah. And to continue with the spoilers, there's a chance he's still alive. So, which I'm pretty sure he's alive.
He's
so
alive.
Yeah.
It shows at the end he's alive.
Yeah. So
again,
this won't be the last time.
We've given a lot of spoilers already. We announced it, so if you needed to cut this part out, go ahead. But no. I think it was real cool. And then just the way that they did some of the scenes, like I loved when Godzilla picked up the train and he had it in his mouth. And, he was like,
she was hanging on for her life.
And then like his atomic breath was really good in this one, where it's like him charging up, and then his fins like lock up. That was pretty cool. Just the way he went about doing that, and then just fucked everything up. No.
Oh man, that poor city.
Yeah, I know, but I thought they did a really good job. I didn't think it dragged at all during the movie.
No, it was a solid 2-hour movie.
Solid
and never let up.
Like I want to watch it again, so I was excited for it. So there was that. So then you liked the Studio Ghibli movie. And you went to it. That was a double header for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. So originally I was supposed to just watch the Studio Ghibli movie, but then we saw that they had more showings because I had thought they stopped showing them Thursday because that's what they originally said. They were going to stop showing the movie Thursday. But because the movie has been so successful, they added more dates across.
Oh, it's not even in
theaters
anymore?
No, it's in theaters now. Godzilla. But now there's a lot more dates leading up to next week. So if you haven't watched it, make sure you do.
Well, I'm sure hopefully they've watched it by now. But
yeah.
I mean, now you don't need to watch it because we just told you what happens.
Well, we'll add a spoiler spoiler warning. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But anyway, Godzilla kicks ass. I think that's my movie of the year, to be honest, for me. Do you have a movie of the year yet? A little teaser. We're gonna break these down, but give a little teaser right now. What do you think?
I think definitely it's between Spider-Man or John Wick 4.
What?
John Wick 4 was just incredible. Incredible. The fucking
Godzilla was better.
I mean, it's up there.
Godzilla was better.
Instead of the only movie he's watched this year.
Yeah, Godzilla was better. That was like the only movie I saw in theaters this year, but Godzilla's better.
And he's the movie guy, by the way. I'm not.
I don't fucking watch movies. How am I the movie guy? I fucking saw one movie this year. You saw like 50. How many movies did you see this year?
I saw at least 7.
Yeah, see? I didn't see... I saw 1. Oh, wait, I saw Indiana Jones. I didn't count that because that was
poor bastard.
Yeah, that was kind of a letdown. I mean, I went into it expecting it was going to be, but...
Yeah.
I mean...
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Really. Especially since that's the last movie, so... Poor Indy.
I know. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Getting
It
late
is
here.
like 1 in the morning over here.
I know.
But anyway.
Anyway, let's go down
so-
to some other good news going on. Sepultura finally said they're going to announce their farewell tour for their 40th anniversary, but it's a Sepultura cover band at this point.
Yeah. Regardless of how you feel, specifically about Sepultura is like a legit celebrity band in like some other countries other than the United States. And yes, while the Cavallari brothers are no longer in that band, that band is important for a lot of like, especially Brazilians in general. But I think the biggest indicator that we have from this announcement is the fact that like the golden era of metal is like about to end. Like it's getting pretty close.
Yeah,
Judas Priest is celebrating
yeah.
their 50th.
Yeah.
A lot of bands, especially because of the damage that COVID did to like every industry known to man, and not to mention the fact that like things are only getting more expensive across the board. Merch, tickets, booze, everything is getting more expensive. Gas. A lot of bands, just like, hey, you know what? We had 30, 40 years done. Let's just call it a day. We did everything we could. It's not looking good for us. Understandably so, if some bands do think that. And, Sepultura, they still make money, whether they play in the States or internationally. So, yeah, I think it's a good indicator to, like, pretty much this era of metal. The golden era of metal is about to end. Iron Maiden is probably about to retire in the next 4 years. So is Judas. Metallica as well.
Has Iron Maiden hit 50 years yet?
They're about to.
They're about to.
I think they got a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they started a little bit after.
I mean,
Judas.
you already had Ozzy retiring from touring. It's just finished up their last show. So many bands are gonna just start, calling it quits soon, because how long can you keep doing this? Especially touring is so exhausting.
Mentally, physically, financially.
Yeah. I mean, Metallica, they probably got like 5 more years.
Yeah, a solid 5 years left. Yeah.
Yeah, they were probably calling it quits at 50. They just hit 40 last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they'll probably stop 50. But no, I completely understand what you're saying. A lot of these bands are just gonna start calling it quits. I don't see the caliber of bands across any genre, really. Stepping up to the plate. I mean, it's gonna be weird to see, like, Taylor Swift on her 50th anniversary fucking tour. I can't really see that.
No.
I can't see a lot of her music, standing the test of time as some of these other bands have.
Yeah, just because, like, a band is a collective, so usually, our music in general doesn't really get that much airplay or media, media presence in general. It's all really like, by mouth, like, oh, check out this band, it's really good,
Yeah,
there's a lot of that going on, as opposed to like, oh, let's see what's trending on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. That's why, if anybody's watching this, I can't stress it enough. Go support your local bands. If there's a local show going on, a local metal showcase, local punk band, local hardcore, whatever, go support them. The biggest thing bands can do is play out of their own area codes, play in different cities, go on a little tour, and most of them are all self-funded. So we need to keep our genre of music, the scene, alive by supporting each other, So don't just go there to show up for your friend's band and leave right after. Stick around for the whole bill. That's all I can say.
Yeah, bands obviously enjoy it the most when you actually are there watching them. So
exactly.
Definitely do so.
Exactly. And then what else we got going on? What new albums?
So right now we just came out of the cusp of the Video Game Awards. A shit ton of fucking announcements, dude. Even some that aren't video game related.
Way too many. I was gonna see if you want to talk about new albums real quick coming out, but no, we can dive into the Game Awards.
Yeah.
There's been some controversy going on with the Game Awards. that they rushed through so many of those fucking awards. Where what awards? They only announced some of them. They didn't even announce like best RPG. Jeff Keighley just kind of rushed through everything. Like it was just a speed run of awards, and then it's just advertisements, trailers, announcements, where it's like a lot of people are saying that's winter E3 now, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So the whole point of the Game Awards, it's in the fucking name. You're here to celebrate a video game.
Yeah.
So when you're presenting somebody an award, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wrap your speech up, dude. Like, we need to fucking get this shit done before curfew. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. It was so rushed.
This year in general for the video game industry has been just like the metal scene is also very fucking hard. Because pretty much the same reasons, a lot of resources are now much more expensive now. Games are now $70 across the board.
Yeah.
Digital or physical. A lot of voice actors are about to go on strike. Oh, not just voice actors, but like the video industry in general about to go on strike too, just because everybody deserves their compensation for what they do, fair pay and whatnot.
Let's face it, the video game industry overworks their people. A lot of places are trying to get unionized, which I think they should. Once you get down to crunch time for the like finishing the end of a game, it's just nonstop weekends, nonstop, ridiculous hours. And what do they get out of that? Then you're just laid off the next game cycle or what, Same with a lot of the QA testers. They're all contract, most of them. But I think a few companies are starting to have them be permanent employees, but for the most part, game testing, you only need it for that cycle of development, and then that's it. They just let them go. So it's like a real, kind of stressful job, because you're like, oh shit, now I need to go look for another job after this.
Yeah.
And they made no mention of that. They're like, hey, thanks for all these incredible people at these studios. Like, yeah, it's been a tough year for games, but this has probably been their most profitable. There were so many games this year.
I know.
Ridiculous. And then what do? They just rush through everything. They don't even give a lot of these games their time in the spotlight to show their appreciation, to show these teams that they're stoked for, that they were stoked like they made these games. And then it's just like, nope, next announcement, because this studio, is paying us to show this trailer. Granted, there were a lot of cool trailers. I mean,
yeah. But that's besides the point.
Yeah. So let's just finish up our point on this. The Game Awards wasn't really the Game Awards. It was Winter E3, and it was just a big ad fest.
Yeah. So like this year, a bunch of people got laid off, voice actors and like development teams, like big ass studios too. It wasn't any small stuff. So like this was the opportunity to show the people that you're showing the awards to that they matter. And like when you've got like a teleprompter saying to like rush your fucking speech, dude, like, and yet they give Hideo Kojima all the fucking time in the world to fucking have his little celebrity fucking hard on. It's just, come on.
I mean, his game, The Door, right? That's what it's called?
It's called OD.
OD, that's right.
Yeah.
I fucking thought it was The Door, because they just kept having a door. I'm going to call it The Door. Hideo Kojima's new game is called The Door. Not OD.
One door.
It's called
That's what OD stands for,
one door. Who's coming through the door? Return of the Door. Don't lock the door. That's the full title of the game. Anyway, he's working with Jordan Peele. It looks like it's going to be some kind of horror game. The cast looks pretty cool. They want to say they were going to make it like kind of a mix between a movie and a game. It reminds me of those old Sega CD games where, what was that one called? Night Terror or some shit? I forget. There was one where it was like live action, but it was a game, and it was kind of like playing like a movie before our time.
Yeah.
But no, we're interested to see what he pumps out. But I get what you're saying. They let the people who were like celebrities and everything, do whatever they want. But then these game creators who made these crazy games and like, hurry up, get out of here. Let's rush through the best this and the best that. And there was a lot of games handed out, or a lot of awards handed out in the pre-show. where it's like, come on, like what the fuck?
Yeah, they all deserve to get announcement. Even the mobile games, you know, they all deserve to fucking get their proper announcement due. Like, they shouldn't be before the pre-show. Like, if you're gonna have a night full of games, you should have a night full of games. If your shit has to be 4 hours, make it 4 hours. You know,
Yeah.
if you have to go past curfew, fucking pay the extra. Whatever. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. It's real ridiculous. No, but well, I guess, well, we made our points known on how we felt about the Game Awards, but I mean, now we can talk about the trailers and everything. How'd you feel everything turned out? What were you most excited for?
Jet Set Radio is finally back, dude. I cannot say enough about that fucking series. That series is like influenced me heavily. Like it's like the series that got me into, like, you know, like the more electronic side of like music, the more instrumental heavy sides. It's even one that got me into like Rob Zombie and a couple of other industrial bands.
That game ain't coming out until like 2026.
I mean, that's fine and all, but the point is that it finally exists.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
Sega
like,
dropped a bunch of shit. There's also there's the new
Crazy
Crazy
Taxi.
Taxi looks cool.
Golden Axe,
Shinobi.
Yeah, and they all look as far as like the previews go, they all look pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I couldn't be more excited. That easily stole the show for me. Like when I was watching that stuff with my friends through it on Discord, I kept on saying, "You can't be fucking serious! You can't be fucking serious! There's no fucking way!"
Right.
Oh,
Right.
dude, I just had a stupid smile. It doesn't, like, if they did not announce anything for the rest of the night, I wouldn't care. That was enough for me. But like, there's just so much other cool shit got announced too. Like, how about you? Did you like that Warhammer Space Marine stuff?
Well, I played the first Space Marine's great. I was stoked to finally got a release date, but I was like, shit, fucking September? Like, I'm fucking wait almost like a whole another year for that? That sucked. But I'm stoked. September next year, I'm definitely gonna be playing that. It's gonna be a good time. I was really stoked and surprised for the Jurassic Park survival game. So if that was, it looks like it's going to be, from what I've seen, it's going to be a remake of the old Jurassic Park Survivor game. I think it was called Trespasser or whatever. What was it called? Jurassic Park. Was that one Trespasser? Might have been that. Let's see. I think it was that. Jurassic Park Survival. Oh, no. It was, so they were remaking it. It's going to be redone. Huh.
Is it like a FPS or is it like VR?
It's going to be a standalone game.
No, I know, but is it gonna be like an FPS game or like is it gonna use like VR? There's a couple of games that are using VR.
I was just looking more into it, but no, it looks like it's gonna be just a first-person game, but it looks really cool. The trailer for that, maybe we'll have some pictures going on right here.
No.
But I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park, and this looks like it takes place during the first movie, because she even said, "Oh, I got left behind," and she's fucked, falling in some scientist, and it's Jurassic Park survival horror. I've been waiting for something like this. It looks fucking great. What else?
Is that the game you're most excited about, or do you have?
That was one of them. I mean,
Yeah.
What else was there? There was the. I was excited for all the Sega games. I can't really see what else there was. There was. Wait, I have it pulled up here again. You had Kojima's game. Oh, there's new free DLC coming out for God of War that's already out as of now. That looks cool. You have Marvel's Blade. That looked really fucking good.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of shit that I don't know what the fuck it was. Final Fantasy 16 DLC. Rise of the Ronin looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that one looked really nice.
Yeah, it was like
and then Hellblade as well, that sequel. I haven't played the first. I have the first one, but I haven't played it.
I need to finish it. Me and my list of games I never finished. I have like every
brother.
game and never could fucking finish them. Finally, that Ubisoft Skull and Bones, the pirate game that's been around for like 15 years, finally is getting a release date of February 16th. And then you can be a pirate.
You know, I'm all for a game getting delayed
I
to
got
get better,
delayed
but that shit got
so
delayed like
many
10
times.
times. I'm over it. I don't care about it.
Dude, like, how do you just keep dragging us along? There's a new Life is Strange type game, Lost Records, made by the same people who made Life is Strange. Did you ever play that game?
I have the first one, I think, but I have not played it. But I heard they're good. There's like
cool.
point and click, right?
Ooh, what? Yeah. No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's like a third-person adventure game. Deep
Oh,
story.
okay.
First one was great. I like the first one a lot. I bet you're excited for the new Dragon Ball Z game.
Yeah. So
Sparking
like,
Zero.
yeah, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4 has a new name. What Shane just said. And it's made by the same people who made the Budokai Tenkaichi games, and it looks real neat. It looks much better than those Xenoverse games that they released a couple years ago. It looks almost as like good as the Dragon Ball Fighters game. Visually.
Is this not made by the same people who made Fighters?
No. The people that made Fighters with Arc Systems, the guys that make like Guilty Gear stuff. Yeah. But yeah, like it looks real nice. A lot of like the old mechanics that they had in the game are back. They said they're gonna have a huge ass cast, so I'm pretty pumped for that. The last one that came out was like for the PS2 and Wii, I think. So it's been a very long time. I didn't think a game like this would ever come out.
Yeah, I'd played Tenkaichi 2, I believe, a very long time ago. Did you see the new game with Matthew McConaughey in it? Exodus?
Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks cool.
It looks really good. Like at first I was like, oh, okay, so it's like a space game, but then they showed actual gameplay, and then that's when that's when it got me. I was like, okay,
getting a lot of comparisons. Well, it's made by a bunch of
Mass Effect guys.
Yeah, Mass Effect guys, ex-BioWare dudes. Let's see what else we got.
They showed off a new Persona 3 trailer that I'm pretty excited about, and then another game that Alice is making, Metal 4. Looks a little bit like it pretty much they got like the people that made 3, 4, and 5 of Persona, and it looks completely different. It looks like they put like a bunch of like Final Fantasy 7, the new one, where it's like part action RPG kind of thing now, and it looks real nice.
Yeah. Speaking of RPGs, did you see Visions of Mana?
Oh yeah.
Mana or Mana?
Yeah, Visions of Mana. Yeah.
Mana? Is it Mana or Mana?
Mana's the band, dude. Or Mana's the band.
Mana.
Mana
Visions
is
of
actual.
Mana, the next album. No, but Visions
but yeah,
of Mana.
first new Vision. First new
Super
Vision
Nintendo
game in like 15
remake
years.
Games? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very old. Very old.
I have not played the remakes, but they look neat. The fact that we're getting a new one, and this one also looks like an action RPG. So it looks gorgeous. Can't wait to play it too. There's another, RPG to add to the never-ending list of RPGs that I need to play, but don't have the time to play.
Cool. Yeah.
Like I still have the Final Fantasy 7 remake in its box still. I haven't played it. But a lot of people liked it. I'm still not a fan that they split the game into 3 parts. I thought it was really lame.
Did you see that they said the next one's gonna have Final Fantasy 7 Part 2? I don't even know what the fucking title's called. I forget. But they said they're gonna have over 100 hours plus gameplay.
Yeah.
Insane.
No, these games just get. I mean, most RPGs are already long as it is. Like
that's the thing. They don't make these games for people with jobs, apparently.
That's what it feels like.
You have a job?
Right?
Fuck your job. You need to just play this fucking game.
Yeah, seriously. And then another one I'm excited about, which was a nice surprise because it was at the very end. I wasn't expecting this, but we're getting another Monster Hunter game in 2025, and there's not much else to say. I love that fucking series. I played the fuck out. I literally bought.
Didn't I play a bunch with you?
You did, but then you stopped playing with me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you ever beat it?
I mean, I had that game like 3 times.
Oh, you beat that one?
I bought it on the Switch. I bought it on Steam. I bought it on PlayStation
Damn.
because there's no crossplay. So I hope this next game
Oh.
has crossplay because I do not want to do this again.
Yeah. Did you
'Cause
beat it though?
Yeah, I beat it. Yeah. Oh, I haven't played the DLC, the
Ah,
expansion, because
You didn't beat
when the
it.
expansion came out, I mean, I did beat the main game.
No, but you didn't beat the DLC.
Well, you didn't either, buddy.
Dude, I don't know. Those games get kind of repetitive to me, where it's like, all right, we're fighting the same monster 5 times, and some of those took forever. I'm like, fuck, man. I remember it took us like an hour to beat one of those fucking monsters. I was like, this shit fucking long.
Kept dying, by the way.
And yeah, dude, those games are hard.
He was the one always getting carded.
But who else was
No.
playing it with us?
I think it was with no, it was
Nathan, right?
Nathan.
Did
No,
I
no,
get
it
it
was
for him?
Nathan.
Yeah, I got it.
Was
for
it
him.
Nathan?
Was it?
Oh yeah, it was Nathan. Yeah, it was Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, we had a little group going for a second.
Yeah. So I had a little group for the Switch that died. I had a group for
Ah.
the Steam that died, and I had a group for PlayStation that I thought was gonna be, you know, the team that
Damn,
like
we're
gets
all
me the
just letting you
DLC.
down.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's a Monster Hunter except me. But yeah, anyway, I'm stoked about it. The last Monster Hunter has been a pretty consistent series. It hardly has ever let me down at all. So I'm expecting nonetheless here.
Did you ever play any of the Outlast games?
No.
Horror games. I always want to check them out, but I know there's new trials coming out. Briefly going through some of these. Rise of the Golden Idol, that looks like it was coming to... I think this was on Netflix as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, that's right. Netflix is putting out a bunch of games. It's pretty wonky. So we'll see how that pans out.
Oh, and then the developers of Ori.
I saw that.
One of my favorite. Yeah, they're making a new game. That was easily a really good Metroidvania game. So I'm excited about that.
Did you see Last Sentinel?
Yes.
Reminded me of like fucking Terminator.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. But
Yeah.
it looks real neat. I'm telling you, like this year is specifically at the Game Awards, they had so many good trailers. Like usually it's like, you know, 2 good announcements and then like the rest of the award show. But like this one was stacked.
I didn't know
Which
what
makes
that.
it-
I didn't know what that wonky like Armored Core ripoff game was. Mecha Break.
Oh, Mecha Breaker. Yeah, at first I thought it was a Gundam game, but
Yeah,
nah,
I thought
like,
it looked like Gundam, and then I was like, "It's Armored Core." Nope, something completely different.
but that also looks cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how if they can keep it original at least. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see. You know.
What else happened? There was something else I wanted to talk about too. It was at the Game Awards, and now I completely forgot. Oh yes, what were your take on some of the outcomes? Who do you think deserved Game of the Year? I was surprised that Baldur's Gate took it. I thought it was going to be Zelda. to be honest.
I thought so too, but I don't think I think Baldur's Gate deserved it, honestly. When that game
was a
came
great
out,
game.
everybody was talking about it, and then when I saw you and Nathan play it, I was like, "Oh, it looks neat."
It's cool,
real
but
good.
damn, you need some time to play that game. I'm saying it's a great fucking game, but again, these games aren't made for people with lives or jobs. Like that. I'm not saying that if you put a shit ton of time into this, you don't have a life or a job. I'm just saying it's a lot harder with those things. But that's not to say that you don't have a life. Everybody watching this, you have your own lives. And I appreciate you taking your time out of your life watching this, whatever the hell this is. It's just us bullshitting. But anyway, these games,
yeah.
hundreds of hours you could sink into it. And I know a lot of like game developers were pissed when this came out because there's so many different dialogue options. There's so many ways that game runs through everything. Where they're like, fuck, how do we now we got to make our games like this? People are gonna want this, you know?
But yeah, I think so for me it was either that game, Zelda, or Resident Evil 4. Those are my game of the year. Like prediction.
Yeah, Alan Wake 2 is really good too.
I've not played it, but I think that one also should have deserved it too.
I need to finish that damn game.
Honestly, all the nominees this year, I would have been fine with either of them, any of them winning. You know. I was like kind of sad that Spider-Man didn't win any
Yeah,
7
that was
nominations.
strange. That was strange.
I was for sure gonna say like, okay, the best voice the voice actor of the year, Yuri Lowenthal, the guy who voiced Spider-Man and Smoke in Mortal Kombat 1. I was like, that's it. It's him. He's gonna win it. And then ended up being I forgot his name, but he's a voice actor for Baldur's Gate. I'm sure he did great too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Probably
like
just 'cause
the
he had a
emotional beats,
fucking- yeah.
yeah,
Probably had to just talk like hours.
I know.
Yeah.
But the emotional beats that like, you know, you really had a beat to have as Spider-Man, especially since he's like a veteran. He's been voice acting for years. Like he was Sasuke Uchiha in Naruto. He was Ben 10, the teenager. He Suzuki Kurugi from Code Geass. Like he's been around for a very long time. And like I thought like this was it, you know. But yeah, I was kind of sad he didn't take that one either. But like not one nomination did Spider-Man win. I thought it was gonna win at least something because it's Spider-Man. Like how is it not gonna win
No,
anything?
it should have. It should have. I should have had. Speaking of should have, I should have.
Maybe that's why you're so tired, buddy.
Dude, I mean, anyway, I
Anyway,
hate
yeah.
technology. I hate setting things up. That's why things take so long around here. But anyway, there was a lot of trailers, a lot of awards that it was like, I didn't expect that. Alan Wake 2 walked away with some things, which was cool.
I think Alan Wake, no, actually Baldur's Gate won with the most. I think right after it was Alan Wake. But I'm not like upset about it or anything. I think all of these games deserved it this year, and I'm glad. Me personally speaking, I'm glad Harry Potter wasn't on there at all.
What?
Yeah. I do not like the
Yeah.
books. And I don't like the author. So.
Yeah, I don't like Harry Potter too much either. Anyway, what'd you
Yeah.
think about the Old Gods of Asgard performance from Alec?
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah, it was
That
cool.
was dope.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess
like,
yeah. I think I just passed that part where that's an actual number in the game and everything. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. The music performances in the Game Awards, there's some people that don't like it, and I don't understand why. Just because like a lot of them are sick, especially when they announced the Game of the Year, and
Yeah,
they
that
have
was
like
cool.
the orchestration for all like the games they nominated. That
Yeah,
shit's
that was
sick.
pretty cool.
I look forward to that part every year.
That
But
was
like
pretty
there was a
cool.
couple years ago, they got the Mick Gordon from Doom to play a couple of songs, and he actually had the Periphery drummer play for him,
Damn, that's
and
cool.
that was really cool. That was awesome to see.
That's cool. Yeah, so we talked about it. They just rushed through that stuff way too fast. Any new albums that came out this week? Anything you pick up?
So I don't know where this was a nice surprise. Jababa released an EP on Monday, and now they're signed on Closed Casket Activities,
Nice.
and 4 songs, and like they're really good.
They're local boys, right? To us, LA.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
LA, yeah. Años del Infierno was their last album they dropped. That one was really good. If you don't know Jababa, they're like a metallic hardcore band, but they put a lot of doom and sludge into their sound, and they sound really sick. But yeah, 4-song EP, that was really cool. Jarhead Fertilizer is a band that's made out of members of Full of Hell, current Full of Hell and ex Full of Hell members. If you don't like, Full of Hell's noisy grindcore, this is more like filthy death metal with some hardcore, but I mostly like filthy death metal, and like it's really sick. I was a fan of their last album, and I'm a fan of this one. And then not really metal, but a lot of metalheads like them, like me. So Health dropped a new album. One thing that was cool about them is that what I didn't know is that they did a music video at Anime Expo, and it was about like their bass player. And he was like in a Oscar.
I saw that.
Oscar's-
Yeah, he had a Evangelion fucking jumpsuit on.
Yeah, like
need to
I wish
watch
I
that
saw
video.
that. I
Looked
because
funny.
he's a pretty recognizable dude. If I saw him walking around, I'd be like, oh shit, I know that guy.
Damn.
But yeah, he was like just walking around depressed, looking for the music video. I wish I caught that live. But yeah, new album was really cool. They got some.
Nice.
They like to collab with a lot of people. They got some pretty cool collabs like Lamb of God on one
Oh.
song. And yeah, it was a good album. Again, not really metal, but definitely check it out.
Oh yeah.
It's something different.
I seen them. Well, you've seen them twice. I saw them. They're not. I'm not too into them, but I recognize them, and they're cool. They're getting a little bit bigger every time I hear about them. What else came out? Anything else?
New Spectral Voice. They finally. Okay, so earlier this year they did a split with this band called Undergang. So the Undergang, they dropped 3 songs, and then Spectral Voice, they did one 15-minute song. And I was like, okay, cool, you gave me a song, but can I have an album, please? And like, I guess it wasn't, because like now, they announced a new album. It's not out this year, but it's out in February. And this is their first album in 7 years. So if you don't know who Spectral Voice is, it is a band consisted of 3 members of Blood Incantation. The only one that's not in this band is the drummer. So we have a new drummer on this band, who also does vocals for the band. This is compared to Blood Incantation, this is more like Death Doom, but their take on it is like very ominous. Like it's like kind of disorienting. It's pretty fucking sick. They sound really massive. Hopefully I gotta catch them live this year, because like Blood Incantation, I've seen them twice this year alone, I think.
Yeah, we did. Nice. I'll have to check them out. You pick anything up?
I did pick up the new Health album on cassette, and the new Jarhead Fertilizer, but I did not pre-order them ahead of time, so they're still getting shipped out. Yeah, those are definitely ones to look out for. Again, December is pretty lackluster in terms of releases.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely check out the stuff we mentioned. And if you have anything else that came out this week or the rest of December, like let us know, and we'll probably check it out. I love checking out new music.
Yeah. Real quick, I picked up some things though. I finally got around to getting the new Dying Fetus album. It was at a show I went to last night, Grindcore show. There was a
dude pop-up?
Pop-up having a bunch of vinyls, which was cool. But yeah, it was like $20. I was like, hell yeah. And then Acid Witch, they're cool. How would you describe them? Kind of like Doomy, right? Doom.
So they're Death Doom, but with some psychedelic.
Yeah. It's like it reminds me of a heavy Uncle Acid, kind of like a super death metal-y Uncle Acid.
I'm super bummed that I missed them. They were on tour with Exhumed. It was Venom Inc.
They just played a show, I think, with the John Garcia of Caius.
Really?
Yeah. I think
so.
Or was it Bellwitch?
That's Bellwitch.
Bellwitch, yeah. Okay, Acid Witch is dope though.
Yeah. So cool. 4th of July. I mean, the 4th of July weekend, that was Anime Expo week, so I couldn't go to that show. But I really wanted to watch. That band is sick.
I also picked up. Yeah. But what?
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Oh, I'm just kind of picked up a rare album. This was limited to 100 pressings. A Midnight Live Blood from their Texas show in 2007.
That's sick.
It was a limited to 100 pressing. So again, it's kind of cool. Like I need to go through some of my more rarer records that I have that are like, oh shit, this is only a couple hundred copies, stuff like that. Maybe we'll do a video on that. But I picked up those 3 albums. I didn't get any comics this week or any games this week. So that's about it.
Have you been caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen?
I just finished where they just finished the fight in the subway station, the Shibuya incident. Where are you at?
Okay. Yeah. I'm caught up.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't want to spoil anything because some pretty big things happen.
All right, I'll have to watch a few of the episodes. But anyway, no new games, no nothing else. Started a new TV show on HBO, Bookie. Pretty good. It's about a sports bookie. That is pretty
nice.
funny.
I started Pluto. If you've heard of Astro Boy, it's the same author. This is a more serious take on like Astro Boy. It's like world. Has to do a lot with like AI and humanity, and it's watched. It's 8 episodes on Netflix. Each episode is like an hour. So before I actually got onto this podcast with you, I watched it with a buddy, and that shit's pretty crazy. 7 more to go.
Good.
Yeah.
Damn it! I just started. I recently finished this, and I forgot what it was. What it was called.
Describe it.
It's on HBO. It's the one with the ship that broke down and everything. Scavenger's Reign. Yes. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah. How is it?
Definitely check it out. It's really good. Scavenger Reign, HBO animated series about a cargo ship. Obviously, it's the future. Cargo ships going on their way to a colony, and lo and behold, shit happens. Ship breaks down. Everybody gets stranded on a planet that they're fighting to survive from, and it's pretty good, pretty graphic. Takes a minute to get used to the animation, at least for me, but then it just pays off. It's such a good show. Only about 10 episodes, I think.
Nice.
12 episodes. But definitely check that out. Scavenger's Reign.
Oh, another cool thing. That's all I forgot to mention. Testament is in the studio. So we're getting new Testament. It's gonna be real nice. Testament has already been pretty consistent the past like 15 years, so I'm sure they're gonna release another banger.
Oh yeah. No, but I think that's about wraps it up for this week.
Yeah.
Glad you finally got to see Godzilla. Godzilla was fucking worth it. I really
It was awesome.
want to watch it again.
So good.
Yeah, Game Awards was whatever. A lot of good game announcements. That was cool. But I guess that's about it.
Yeah, expect some videos from both of us. We're gonna probably start getting our. We're probably not gonna call it a top 5 or whatever, but at least like our favorite.
Yeah, the shit we enjoyed this year, and then we'll do a video of our favorite shows that we went to this year, because we went to a lot of shows together, and we could do live footage from that and talk about all the bands we saw. So from here in the Poker Display Gaming Studios and where I'm at, and then him in the Evangelion backdrop, I'm Shane.
I'm Javi.
Take it easy, guys. Until next week.
Later.
Later.